Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching Wings. On the show today, we cover the latest among India's vibrant festivals. We also feature the Pushkar Camel Fair currently taking place in Rajasthan, as well as Halloween celebrations around the world. Let's begin. This week, the 4-day Chatt Puja festivities came to a gentle conclusion, and now India is preparing warmly for its following two cherished festivals. In November, Guru Nanak Jayanti and Dev Deepavali. Join us as we continue our heartfelt coverage of India's festivals.
The mega festival of Chhat. Millions of devotees across Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, New Delhi and other states celebrated Chatt Puja. It is a significant Hindu festival honoring the sun god and goddess Usha, also known as Chhati Maiya. According to one of the prominent legends associated with the origin of Chatt Puja, goddess Sita, after returning from exile to Ayodhya with Lord Ram, observed a fast and performed a ritual for the sun god, seeking blessings for her family's peace and well-being. This story underscores the ritual's deep roots and how, since then, the Chhat tradition has been passed down through generations as a festival of purity, discipline and gratitude. The 4-day celebration includes devotees purifying themselves with a holy bath and observing a waterless fast. From these rituals, the celebration moves to the preparation of special vegetarian food like bottle gourd and rice, kheer made with jaggery, and thekua, a sweet biscuit. The festival reaches its spiritual peak during Sandhya Arghya and Usha Arghya, when devotees offer prayers to the setting and the rising sun, symbolizing the eternal cycle of creation.
We're here at the Kalindi Kunj Yamuna Ghat in New Delhi. This is the 3rd day of the Chatt Puja festival. As you can see, thousands of devotees and families have gathered here to express their devotion and gratitude to the sun god. This is the ark. Thousands here have gathered with hands folded in prayer, thanking the sun god for life, prosperity and good health for their families. Now, Chatt Puja is so much more than a ritual. It's actually, bringing together of different communities. There's a sense of belonging here. People practice discipline, purity from within, sanitization and faith.
At the ghats, the air is filled with hymns to Chhati Maiya. Here, bamboo baskets filled with fruits, coconuts and thekua, the signature prasad of the festival, become central to the ceremony.
Now, as part of the religious offering, the ark, the bamboo soup, as you can see, these thalis have traditional offering known as thekua. What all does this thali, this prayer offering, contain? हाँ जी बताइए, इस थाल में क्या क्या होता है?
क्या इसमें ठकुआ होते हैं, गेहूं का ठकुआ होते हैं, नारियल, सेब और गन्ना, जितने भी फल होते हैं, सेब, ये सिंघारे और ये टाब नींबू होते हैं, टाब नींबू, गन्ना वगैरह, पान, सुपारी सब होते हैं।
तो ये ठेकुआ बनता किससे?
ठकुआ बनता गेहूं के आटे से।
अगर आपसे पूछूं, आपको सबसे अच्छी बात क्या लगती है छठ पूजा के बारे में? सब लोग, इतने लोग इकट्ठे होते हैं, इतनी श्रद्धा है।
सबसे ज़्यादा खुशी तो ये बच्चों के लिए होती है, ये बच्चों के लिए ही किया जाता है ये छठ पर, बच्चों की खुशी होती है सबसे ज़्यादा इसमें।
as sugarcane stalks stood tall beside glowing diyas, reminding all that Chhat is not just worship, but a way of life that connects humans to nature, discipline, and divinity. The celebration's deeper value becomes apparent. The fragrance of devotion lingers on, leading us into another momentous celebration. India now prepares to celebrate Guru Nanak Jayanti or Guru Purab on November 5th, marking the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism. In Gurudwaras across the country, preparations begin weeks in advance. Building up to the occasion, devotees perform the Akhand Path, a continuous 48-hour recitation of the Guru Granth Sahib, filling the sacred halls with unbroken hymns of peace and wisdom. The premises are clean and beautifully decorated with lights and flowers, while communities organize Prabhat Fairies or early morning processions where devotees sing devotional songs through neighborhoods. The heart of Guru Purab, however, lies in seva or selfless service. Volunteers prepared langar, a community kitchen where everyone, regardless of caste, religion or background, sits together for a simple meal. It is in this spirit that Guru Nanak's teachings come alive all year round. Travelers planning to witness the celebrations can experience the festivities in several locations. Visit the Golden Temple in Amritsar for the lamp-lit celebrations. Enjoy the serene atmosphere at Manikaran Sahib in Himachal Pradesh. Or join the prayers, lights and langar at Bangla Sahib Gurdwara in New Delhi. Each site offers unique experiences during Guru Nanak Jayanti. Coinciding with Guru Purab is Dev Deepavali, the festival of lights of the gods, which is celebrated in Varanasi every year. Legend holds that this is the night when the gods descend on earth to celebrate Lord Shiva's victory over the demon Tripurasura. The ghats of Varanasi transform into a celestial spectacle as millions of diyas illuminate the Ganga, turning the river into a flowing sea of light. You can plan a trip to Varanasi to experience Dev Deepavali from November 3rd onwards. During this period, the city hosts events such as the lighting of over 250,000 diyas, Vedic chants, fireworks, and a 3D projection mapping shown along the ghats, creating a memorable atmosphere for all visitors. India's festive season is a journey of light, service, and gratitude. Together, each celebration builds a tapestry that in its own way reflects one truth. Divinity isn't distant. It shines with every act of devotion.
The Pushkar Camel Fair is currently underway in Rajasthan. The vibrant event draws photographers from around the world to the quaint desert town in Rajasthan for a few days of fun events and spectacular visuals of camel herders.
Every year, as winter begins to settle over Rajasthan, the desert town of Pushkar awakens. The dunes come alive with the sound of bells, drums, and camel calls. For 1 week, this quiet town transforms into an extraordinary gathering. This is the Pushkar Camel Fair. The Pushkar Fair began as a simple cattle trading event centuries ago. Today, it's part carnival, part pilgrimage, and part spectacle, but also a major international tourism attraction. Traders come from villages across Rajasthan to buy, sell, and show off their finest animals. But what truly makes the fair special isn't just the trade, it's the spirit of celebration. There's music everywhere, folk dancers spinning in bright skirts, puppet shows, and the aroma of spiced chai drifting through the air. Not far from the fairgrounds lies the sacred Pushkar Lake, surrounded by 52 ghats, where devotees bathe in its holy waters. According to legend, Lord Brahma dropped a lotus here, giving birth to the lake itself. During the fair, pilgrims from across India arrived to pray, light lamps and offer flowers. For the people of Rajasthan, the fair is more than an event. It is a reunion and a significant source of income. Families meet old friends, musicians share songs, and communities reconnect. This year, the going rate for camels has increased dramatically compared to just last year, when a camel could sell for as little as 5,000 rupees. Today, thanks to relaxed export controls on camels going out of Rajasthan, the price for a camel can reach as high as 90,000 rupees. For travelers, it's a chance to experience something rare, a festival that still feels untouched by hurry, where every smile comes with a story. In Pushkar, the desert is never truly still. It waits patiently for this moment each year, when color, music and faith return to the sands once again.
What is the connection between Halloween and pumpkins? According to the legend of Stingy Jack, the tradition began by carving turnips or potatoes with scary faces to ward off evil spirits. When this tradition came to the United States, pumpkins were more readily available. On that note, as we celebrate Halloween, let's get spooky.
Count Dracula makes an appearance in London this Halloween season. The London Dungeon, located by the River Thames, welcomes visitors with a special show where guests can step into a themed graveyard and meet the legendary character. The atmosphere takes the audience back to the Victorian-era Dracula world. The spooky yet realistic setting keeps visitors engaged and entertained. The team at the dungeon views Halloween as a major event, with guests arriving in costume ready for an enjoyable evening. The Dracula show continues until November 3rd. In northern England, the historic city of York embraces its eerie reputation this Halloween. Known as one of Europe's most haunted cities, York is alive with ghost tours, spooky art and haunted tales. The popular York ghost merchants sell handmade ornamental ghosts, while Betty's Tea Rooms has teamed up with them to craft chocolate versions. Around the city, visitors can spot 60 ghostly wire sculptures as part of the Ghosts in the Gardens project. And for brave souls, the original Ghost Walk offers chilling stories from York's haunted past. London's newest attraction, Dark Secrets, the esoteric exhibition, dives deep into the occult just in time for Halloween. Open since October 11th, it features over 1,000 eerie artifacts from cursed dolls and vampire hunting kits to shrunken heads and other devices like the Ouija boards and slates. Visitors can also see forgeries like a fake werewolf skull and a two-headed fox. Forensic anthropologist Matteo Borini says the exhibition explores both real and fake paranormal practices while tracing Halloween's pagan roots. The show runs until May 2026. In Copenhagen, Halloween takes a colossal turn as 9 giant pumpkins are carved with chainsaws in Tivoli Gardens' annual competition. This year's winning pumpkin weighed a massive 903.5 kilograms. Once the festivities end, the carved pumpkins will be donated to Copenhagen Zoo, where elephants and other animals will enjoy a feast. At the Kleistow farm near Berlin, pumpkins take center stage in Germany's biggest autumn festival. Featuring over 100,000 pumpkins of 500 varieties, the event includes 15 massive sculptures, all crafted from pumpkins. This year's theme celebrates women's power, with figures like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, and Marge Simpson recreated in squash. Drawing up to 12,000 visitors on weekends, the festival offers pumpkin-based treats and showcases its journey from America to Europe. In southern Spain, the village of Soportujar near Granada has transformed into the village of witches. embracing its eerie folklore. The town features witch statues, broomsticks, cauldrons, and even a giant sculpture of Baba Yaga, child-eating witch of Slavic legend. Once mocked for its mystical reputation, Soportuhar now proudly celebrates it, attracting nearly 400,000 visitors annually, from Hansel and Gretel's house to a dragon fountain said to bring love. The bewitched village is thriving with spooky charm.
After decades in the making, the world's largest archaeological museum opens its doors to the public this weekend. The event marks a new era for Egyptian culture and tourism. It also reminds us of the brilliant engineering triumph that made the preservation of the age-old statue of King Ramses II possible.
Just outside Cairo, standing next to the Great Pyramids of Giza, the Grand Egyptian Museum now shines in the desert sun. This is Egypt's most ambitious cultural project, which took decades in the making and is now ready to welcome the world. Designed by the Irish architecture firm Hennigan Peng, the massive complex covers more than 500,000 square meters, which is about the size of 70 football fields. Inside, more than 100,000 artifacts spanning 7,000 years of history are being displayed, providing a spectacular taste of culture and history to the visitors. Over 5,000 items, including the iconic golden funerary mask and the complete treasures of Pharaoh Tutankhamun, the 42-meter-long funerary boat of Pharaoh Khufu, are now available for display for the visitors. The museum's design is both grand and symbolic. The main galleries contain various thematic sections related to royalty, society, and religion. Its central atrium displays the colossal statue of King Ramses II, an 11-meter-high granite masterpiece that was moved here in 2006 from Cairo's Ramses Square. A journey that will be remembered as a historic move for the preservation of history and culture.
It's a huge statue, stands about 11 meters tall and weighs approximately 83 tons. The king is depicted wearing the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt, as well as the shendit, a short royal kilt. On the back of the statue are the titles of King Ramses II, the strong bull, beloved of Ma'at, justice, and the protector and ruler of the country.
Weighing around 83 tons, the statue is not just a symbol of ancient glory, but of modern preservation and engineering triumph. In 2006, it was carefully moved from Cairo's busy Ramses Square to Giza. A 10-hour journey that is hailed as an engineering feat, preserving a priceless piece of ancient Egyptian heritage. The story of this colossal king began over 3,200 years ago. Discovered in the year 1820 by the Italian explorer Giovanni Caviglia at the Great Temple of Ptah in the ancient city of Memphis, which is known today as Mitrahina. In the 1950s, it was relocated to Cairo's Ramses Square, then known as Bab el Hadid, where it stood as a national icon for decades. However, pollution and the constant rumble of traffic began to threaten it. So, the authorities decided it was time to move the statue once again, this time to a safer home at the new Grand Egyptian Museum near the Pyramids of Giza. Thus, the historic relocation of 2006 came into action. Many said it was impossible, but Egyptian engineers proved them wrong.
The statue arrived at the museum site in 2006, but it was moved into its current position in the Grand Hall in 2018. It was even assigned the registration number Gem 1, which is its official record number. We can say that King Ramses now stands as a witness to the creation of the Grand Egyptian Museum, welcoming visitors with pride and majesty.
From ancient Memphis to modern Giza, Ramses II's journey continues to inspire awe, standing as a symbol of Egypt's rich heritage. The grand inauguration is one of the biggest cultural events of the year. The museum aims to re-establish Egypt as a global hub of history and wonder.
Now we take you on a journey across China for the latest tourism updates, from remote villages earning global recognition to extreme sports fever in Shanghai, from dazzling night lights in Beijing to breathtaking autumn landscapes, and even a once-forgotten temple that draws new crowds in China's Xizang region.
4 Chinese villages have been listed in WION Tourism's 2025 edition of Best Tourism Villages, honoring communities that blend heritage, sustainability, and innovation. In Zhejiang Province, Digang Village is famed for its traditional architecture, vibrant natural scenery, and ancient mulberry fish pond system. The village is also considered to be the birthplace of China's silk-making craft, preserving traditions that date back centuries. The Jikai village in Sichuan celebrates its rich biodiversity and multi-ethnic heritage. The village is home to Tibetan, Qiang, and Yai communities that have coexisted in harmony for centuries. In Jiangsu Province, Dongluo village offers picture-perfect views of rivers, lakes, and rapeseed flower fields. Its centuries-old irrigation layout, part of the Xinhua Duotian agro-system, showcases China's enduring farming wisdom. And in Guizhou, Huanggang village preserves the Dong ethnic group's 1,000-year-old rice fish duck farming system, a perfect balance of culture and ecology. With the inclusion of these 4 villages this year, China boasts a total of 19 best tourism villages, as recognized by the UN. China's growing commitment to rural tourism and cultural preservation is now earning global recognition from around the world.
Shanghai's West Bund turned into an adrenaline arena as the FI's International Festival of Extreme Sports World Series, one of the globe's biggest extreme sports festivals, wrapped up its grand finale. From BMX stunts to skateboard tricks, crowds cheered as athletes battled for the top spot. Pop-up markets, live music, and interactive booths kept the festive buzz alive till late evening. Organizers say this year's edition drew tens of thousands of visitors, cementing West Bund as a hub where sports, culture, and tourism collide in one thrilling spectacle.
Beijing's Chaoyang Park lit up the night as the 2025 Beijing Chaoyang International Light Festival dazzled visitors with a blend of art, technology, and culture. From the city's first overwater shell theater to a floating stage featuring artists performing Mozart and Puccini, the spectacle turned Beijing's skyline into a living canvas. The venue is decorated with paintings inspired by pop art, while the nearby Olympic Forest Park hosts a lively food festival where visitors can enjoy local snacks amid music and vibrant lights. Running through October, the festival spans nearly 400 events like light show parade and illuminated water tours, performances, and food fairs, celebrating togetherness and Beijing's vibrant, modern soul.
Across China, autumn's golden charm is drawing travelers in record numbers. Long after the National Day rush has faded, in Xinjiang, the ancient Euphrates poplar forest glows with a golden shade as its 1,000-year-old trees are mirrored in the Tarim River, as visitors ride boats and desert trains through the stunning landscape. In Sichuan's Huanglong, snow has draped the UNESCO site in a white veil, while Jiangxi's Shangbao terraces shimmer with ripened rice fields, where tourists join farmers in traditional harvest rituals. And from Suzhou's blooming parks to Changchun's fiery autumn forests, millions are stepping outdoors to savor nature's palette, turning this season into China's most picturesque travel moment of the year.
That's all we have for you on the show this week, but we return with more next weekend. Until then, it's me, Johan Castell, signing off. Goodbye.